And we continue talking baseball, Dylan. The Boston Red Sox calling up their top prospect, third baseman Rafael Devers. Boston ranks 29th in Major League Baseball in WAR at the third base position. Do you think Boston is trying to see if he can fill the void at third base in a short audition before maybe trying to chase some help on the trade market?
Yeah, I think that's exactly what we're looking at here. You know, whenever you look at position by position, every general manager, every front office, every manager out there kind of says, that's an Achilles heel for us.
Okay.
And for some, it's for the Washington Nationals, it was the bullpen until they acquired Madsen and Doolittle. You got it, and then that's what you go after at the deadline. But if you can fix that and come up with a solution in-house, especially when you have such a prized prospect like Devers here, I think you say give him a shot. And especially with any good young player that's got that it factor, you give them a little time to shine, they come up and they say, hey, you're not going to have to make any calls. Just pencil me in. Pen me in.
I got this.
I got this. This is what I've been waiting for. This is what I was born to do. And for the Red Sox, obviously, they figured when they gave Kung Fu Panda all that money, they wouldn't have to worry about production from the hot corner. And it's something they've worried about for years now. It completely blew up in their face. So I think the timing of this makes a lot of sense. You give him just enough time to see what he's got at this level. Can he hit pitching at this major league level? Is the moment and the stage and the lights too big and bright for him, or is he the answer? So I love the timing of this. I think a lot of teams tend to do this as we approach the end of July with the deadline. You give just enough time to see if he can handle it or if you got to make a couple phone calls.
Yeah, it will be fascinating to see what happens. I think of Cody Bellinger, who the Dodgers called up as really kind of an audition. They wanted him to give the offense a shot in the arm, and he absolutely raked, and then you couldn't send him down. And, I mean, he's the favorite to win Rookie of the Year in the National League.
Definitely.
You see Yoan Moncada, who the White Sox just brought up a few days ago, hasn't necessarily been off to a great start, but I think they're going to let him take his lumps. I don't think Moncada is going down at all.
White Sox lost 9 straight games, so
doesn't even matter.
Why not just let him go? We've seen a little bit of that, too. As I've watched the Yankees play with Clint Frazier.
For sure.
There's a jammed outfield there, especially when Hicks gets back. Frazier's played pretty damn well, and he makes it tough on Girardi, saying, how you going to send me down, Skip? I'm playing too well. So that's something every young player goes through, and in different situations.
Right.
Like the Red Sox, who have high expectations, the White Sox, who are on a rebuild
they have
situation.
Low expectations.
Low expectations. So you let Moncada go and learn and take his lumps and have his reps. And then, on the other side, you give a little bit of a time for Devers to see what he's got before you have to figure out, is that answer in-house with Devers or is it out-house and you gotta not in the outhouse, but out of house, I should say. Hopefully the answer's not in the outhouse.
It'll be cool to see what the approach is for the Red Sox. That'll be a story that we will follow.